Jam Day Man. You should talk to the people on the internet.
Yes. Sorry, I'm here.
Fantastic.
Just loading up.
Of course.
Badslant is streaming. And there I am. Cool, I'm there.
Oh, you're there?
Hopefully, I can see it.
Well, if you can see it, then that's all that matters. Good lord. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag for anybody that is viewing. We can like pull back the curtain on the show once we hit the record deal.
Oh, we're gonna do that thing, yeah. Let's do 3, 2, 1. I've restarted too, so.
Okay, so we are flying high.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so.
You're gonna do the counting?
Yeah, I'll do the counting. 3, 2, 1. All right.
I was hoping we do the Wayne's World bit because you can see me, I can see you. We can do the 5, 4, 3, 2.
And you messed up still.
Still? Oh, I'm not supposed to say 2. God damn it.
Yeah. See.
That's a damn shame because I was watching Wayne's World 2 as we were, as the crow flies and we were about to go on air. As we were planning to go on air, but it's not Wednesday if we're not fucking up something on the stream. But if anybody is or was paying attention to our social media at all, there was a bit of a tease as far as somebody going down and getting the itis and calling out. It falls short of a no call, no show, but damn close. But the Iceman on Wounded Knee. He is not amongst the flock this evening. It's a damn shame that shot, the vaccine, is taking its toll on folks, ain't it?
Apparently, I think we kind of called it.
Did we? Was this something that we talked about in the Drunken Stupor last week?
No, not last week. I think we were talking when he got his first shot. That he was
this is long range planning.
One. Yeah, but at the same time, when he said in private channels that he was
multiple private channels,
that he was not feeling well on Monday night. I think that the shot was he was calling a shot right there. Like he was preemptively calling it without actually calling it. So, probably about 2 hours before the show started. Usually how it goes.
I didn't. So. Well, you know what? I don't want to spend the entirety of our evening just beating the ever living shit out of him. But I will say, I didn't like being kept on the string the entire time. Like just like waiting with bated breath. But perhaps he wanted to pull the Willis Reed and come walking through like a conquering hero and help us win the NBA Finals when that wasn't going to be in the cards at all.
No, not at all. I think it was pretty. Like I said, it was pretty
bold.
I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Wow, you should call you Kreskin. Like you are no longer the sleuth. You are the all-seeing eye of the Badslant podcast. Oh well, we got Phil back at least. So we lose Ice, we get Phil back in the chat. So I mean that has to be seen as a push or a draw, win. I don't know. How would you characterize?
It's addition by subtraction.
That's really hurtful, man. Hopefully the audio quality is really good for him to do an air check. And
I know that was mine. Mine was horrendous last week. I apologize.
It's okay. We told you to put some gas in the engine this week, and perhaps we will have a smoother edit in the after show. But no promises made. Just like there's no promise that we'll have a full complement of co-hosts, but we can always promise you quality when you shop to our friends at Essence. That's SSENSE. That's a digital fashion platform recognized for its innovative approach to modern luxury. Founded in 2003, the Montreal-based retailer has established itself as an international e-commerce pioneer for its of-the-moment product curation, original editorial content, cutting-edge styling, and streamlined e-commerce interface. From high fashion to hype brands, you name it, they got it. Bottega Veneta, Balenciaga, Gucci, they all hang alongside the most coveted drops from Off-White, Yeezy, and Bape. And for the fashion-forward types, looking at you, Phil, experimental garments from Rick Owens, Tom Brown, and Comme des Garçons are beautifully styled with sportswear from Nike, Reebok, and Adidas. Shop over 500 luxury brands today by clicking on the Essence banner at badslant.com/support. Also, if you're watching on watch.badslant.com, just hit the banner just below the stream there. And check out our friends at Essence. That's SSENSE. Essence, the future of fashion, delivered if I'm not choking on my own spit. You are rocking the single serving bottle of Terramana over there. Have you not
Yes.
been indulging already, or did you pull it up? Pull it up.
I haven't had any of it.
Oh, look at you.
This is I just
Are you lubed up in any capacity?
no. I'm sober as a bird.
Wow, look at you, man. You're way more responsible than I am tonight. I'm on margarita time because it is Cinco de Mayo. Feliz Cinco de Mayo
Hey.
to the friends and celebrants out there in the world. Just to underscore the fact, we're only going to be mildly racist by drinking tequila, and I did go so far as to make tacos for the family tonight. But that's it. That's where we draw the line. We'll also go so far as to clarify it is not Mexican Independence Day. It is the day in which the Mexicans beat back the French and Napoleon Bonaparte. So just careful line of demarcation right there as you sip your margaritas and enjoy your guacamole. So are you going straight raw dog tequila, or what's the haps on the craps?
I guess straight raw tequila. I don't really drink tequila a lot.
Is it
so
on ice at least? Like, what are we doing?
I don't have an ice machine and we don't have ice trays, so
Oh.
straight it's neat.
Ice
So
tray?
we'll see how it goes.
Ice box?
Ice cup.
Here we go.
So-
I see Don Esco in the building. He was one of the many that gave us the Heisman last week.
Oh yeah, we don't we have a long memory here. We won't
We
let
don't, or
anything
we-
slide. Right? No, we don't.
Oh.
We don't let a lot of things slide.
I would try. I would try to let more things slide moving forward. How's that?
Mhm. Yeah. So happy Cinco de Mayo.
Feliz.
Feliz.
I'll say this: I was not a good sporting host of the show. I did not keep a good ready supply of the Terramana at the ready for this week's show. So I've got backups. I got the soju, carefully gifted to us by. Oh, Kun just in the building. Yeah, I got warm tequila and I got warm soju, so it's going to be a bloodbath on this end. But I will choke it down nonetheless, and I will enjoy it. And maybe a little beer, a little gin or something. I don't know. We could get weird tonight, I think.
I think so.
Very good.
Were you as hurt the next day, last Thursday, after drinking all that soju?
You know,
I felt a little sick.
did you? I didn't feel altogether beat up. You know what? I don't know. I'm perhaps my memory. We talk about memories not being long enough. I haven't the earthliest idea of whether I was really banged the hell out. I might have fallen asleep on the couch, but that might have actually aided my recovery. I think I might have choked down like 4 gummy fights before passing the hell out. And as it were, nothing of note to report back as far as that following Thursday. So it is what it is. I'm guessing by the sound of it, you were pretty hurt up.
And like up until like lunchtime, I didn't feel too hot.
God damn.
When I drink soju, I need to eat a lot of very dense food to help me out, because it's very good to eat with to eat while you're
Solid
drinking soju.
food.
It goes hand in hand. Not snacks, yes, right. Some solid foods, some whole like hearty.
You're telling me
foods,
the churros turtle snack did not hold you down for the evening?
No.
Damn.
No, not at all. Not one bit.
That puts a lot of holes in my ringing endorsement of the snack, but it is what it is. It's totally fine. I agree with you. It wasn't going to be enough to satiate or even soak up the damage that was done that very evening. But hey, we didn't do enough damage, because I still got some grape soju here, so we're gonna have to throw it down one way or another. All right, we got a lot to get to. It's just the you, me, and the wall. So we might as well get to it. I think we got a few more snacks to get to, just to kind of close out the bit. And again, we got to thank Gracious Snacks at Gracious Snacks, Kunja in the Twitch chat for blessing us as always. But we got, I think, only 2 more left to roll with, maybe 2 or 3, and then we'll get on to all the Marvel nerding out and beating the holy hell out of Ice.
Cool.
Doesn't that sound great? Oh my God, what an evening! All right, well, again, happy Cinco de Mayo, and let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I see the ruckus already starting off in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Another week. Another episode of the podcast. This week, minus the Iceman. It is an unscheduled no ice show. Just me, the AJ man, and the JJ man. Just kicking it old school style, like a long chat in the Win House back in the day. You can find us on our website, badslant.com. Appreciate if you follow us on the socials at Badslant on Twitter and Instagram. I guess you can follow us on Twitch and YouTube as well. We stream every Wednesday, Twitch, around 9-ish. I had to put the goalpost way back at 9:20 this week, just to kind of account for the bodies hitting the floor and, all the technical snafus we were bound to run into. But we're flying. I haven't heard anybody screaming yet about the quality of the stream, so we're rocking and rolling. And of course, we got the website deal. I think we're trying to figure out the interaction capabilities on the watch.badslant.com. We'll get there, but if you feel like jumping over there real quick, checking out a t-shirt or a hat that might fit your bonnet, and you want to help out the show a little bit, you can give us a tip also. Help us pay for all this soju and terramana. Go ahead and throw a few shekels our way through watch.badslant.com. And of course, we appreciate you listening to the show if you're just doing it through the podcast means with it, the Apple and the Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, the whole like. We love you lots for doing just that. So appreciate your consumption of the product. A lot to get to, as I mentioned. Do we want to spend any additional time on ice? Because I'm missing something. There was something that crossed my mind as we were like getting spun up, but I can't recall what exactly it was. But any parting shots on the Iceman while or would we just wish him fairly well as he recovers from his shot?
Get well soon. I mean, I've heard a lot of people have an adverse or a strong reaction to the second Moderna shot. So this was to be expected. Hopefully he gets over it so that he'll be back stronger than ever next week.
Yep, Badger Kicker, our boy got shot up. He got shot up good and proper, number 2, as it were. So I think this is kind of the preview for my weekend because I'm getting my shot. I'm getting number 2 tomorrow. So that should be a whole heck of a lot of fun. I will say this. I am that's vile. I'm a little better with illness and general health. So that gives me at least a sporting chance of beating this a little bit better than the Iceman did. I don't know. Would you characterize me as being of the healthy sort and having a better chance than our fallen compatriot?
Better than ice. But I wouldn't say by a lot. But yeah, better.
If you guys want the full blow-by-blow, I will absolutely give that to you over the weekend. But I was hoping he would be here so he can give us the blow-by-blow on his Moft Snap-on wallet, because I can scream about this all I want, but I feel like him being the Apple nerd, that gives it more weight. But I'm a convert, I guess, and but I jumped on the Apple train a little later than most, but I feel like I'm on board with Moft. I got on board with Moft way sooner than most. They are a brand dedicated to creative inventions that boost your productivity, and their formula is simple: smart products, increased efficiency. That's pretty straightforward, and they are featured on Unbox Therapy and TechCrunch. Known for being or having rather one of the first invisible and best-selling phone and tablet stands to include the world's first snap-on phone stand for the iPhone 12 series. See, yeah, still working. I will try not to show you my credit card numbers so that you can do nefarious things, Badger Kicker. Whether you're a traveler, entrepreneur, or remote worker, their products provide the highest level of comfort, turning your hectic schedule productive and efficient. Browse their entire invisible collection today by clicking on the Moft banner. That's M-O-F-T at Moft banner, M-O-F-T banner at badslant.com/support. The tequila's kicking in. Mobile Office for Travelers. That's what MOFT stands for. So check it out. Love it so much. I can hardly contain myself. Let's see. Kunja definitely amongst the folks that felt the shot on the second day. Yeah, now I'm really dreading it. Now the testimonials are coming out in droves, and I have nothing but trepidation as the hours tick away. I said I was going to actually drink a whole heck of a lot of water between now and my shot tomorrow afternoon, but yeah, I think I set myself up.
Are you getting the Moderna shot or the Falcon?
I'm a mod guy, all day, every day. When my choice, wasn't. I didn't have the full complement of options on the table. I think I got boned 7 ways from Sunday when it came to trying to narrow down a shot, and the one that came up as being readily available was Moderna. So shocker, knowing my luck, short end of the stick for sure. But people are eating shit on the Johnson and Johnson and the Pfizer's and all that. So I mean, I guess it could be worse.
You just think about it this way: the reaction that you're gonna get if it's strong, that means it's working, right? So the vaccine is inhibiting or stimulating a reaction in your body to create the immunity that you need. So just think about
It's
like
what the
that.
body needs.
Right. So some people are affected more than others. So take it as it is, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully you feel better and get through the weekend.
Wait, you talking to Ice, or you talking to me?
You?
Okay.
No, I already gave me mine.
Okay, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers
My
all
wellness,
around. I love it.
yeah.
I love it. I appreciate the
Yeah.
goodwill. You're all shot up, right?
No, I have my second shot scheduled. I need to schedule it the week of the 14th.
Damn, look at you living on a prayer.
Yeah, so I got I lucked out. I got the Pfizer
Ooh,
shot.
humble brag. Oh,
I just whatever was there. I was also looking for a shot, and the week I was able to secure it, all of a sudden I was able to get like three appointments. I was trying to get something quick, and finally I was able to get it through Fairfax County after they had opened it up to the general public. So
we're the degenerates.
I
I like to refer to them.
right. So yeah. So just waiting for the next one. It's alright. Yeah, I know Badger Kicker. West Virginia, they have probably too many vaccines available.
Not as if
So,
they have a population that's more apt to decline the option to get the shot, right?
right.
Yeah.
It's not like a lot of people would just say, "Hey, I don't believe it." You get 5G once you get the shot. You become the GMO now, right? Is that what happened?
So
You're
what?
like,
There's
you're
a hex
genetically
inside of a
modified.
needle, I'm not gonna turn that down for the sake of going back to normal life, right? What?
It's that could be a whole podcast. I can't.
We're not going to go down that route.
Right.
We are not going to get sucked into that trap. Instead, we're going to go down the path of delicious snacks. And again, we have to thank our friend Kunja in the Twitch chat. You can follow her on Instagram at Gracious Snacks. We're finishing out the full complement that was allocated to us. So I think we ripped through like 4 last week, and we're down to the last 3. We did not indulge at all in the wasabi pea, which we all felt was kind of not standard, but rather ubiquitous. So we've all kind of dabbled a bit. So I'll leave it to you, Jack, if you want to jump into that. But we got 2 others that I don't think have seen the light of day. So you reach down into your sack, I'll reach into mine, and we'll see what's doing. So we went through the weird snack or the weird bag with the chef guy who will give me nightmares from now until the end of time. All right, so another bag. I don't know if this is one that you already have the label translated, but it's a corn peanut snack looking thing, orangey bag. I'll share that with the world. I will not do the thing that Ice did and put my hand behind it in the hopes of making it focus better. But there it is, available at the Fairfax H Mart if anybody's in the area. Jack has the very same because I bought it for him. And is that the only one?
I think so. Besides the wasabi piece.
Besides the wasabi piece, okay. Well, damn, it's far more. We went through those bags far more vigorously than I thought we would.
I think we added one at the end.
Did we? Just for shits and giggles? Well, hey, now that we have the riffraff off of the show, we can do like a real honest assessment of what the wasabi pea is and should be. Then you look. I mentioned it last week. I'm always more of a savory guy than anything. But what do you think? You're milling through something. I feel like you might have something that I don't.
I'm trying to get it. That's all. I'm trying to get to the wasabi
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
You're working
okay.
hard for the money. So yeah, the wasabi pea again feels rather not commonplace, but definitely something that has been around a while longer than say your sriracha pea. But we can give it the real heave ho here now that we don't have what's his face, muddying up the waters.
Iceman. The item.
The item.
I still have the scores from last.
Oh, do you?
week.
Okay. What was the? I think I remember, and we may have put a post up about it. It was the churro turtle snack that won the day last week, but
It was very good.
it seemed rather unanimous that was going to be the direction we went in.
Yeah.
Have you crushed the bag? Is the real question.
I didn't crush the bag. I let my wife and old firstborn try the snack. They loved it.
I was going to say, was
but
the
then they
feedback
never
as
yeah,
unanimous as it was for them?
they never asked for they never asked for it again. So just because it's out of sight, out of mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, I'll say it's been a while since I've indulged in a wasabi pea, but kind of feel like we know what to expect. But maybe we'll be surprised. I love the packing job on your bag, by the way.
Thank you.
I'll go in for a second dip, Paul. They don't go stale, I imagine, right?
No, they're still.
It's hard for a pea to go stale.
Yeah.
All right, I went in for thirds. What am I doing? Why don't you go ahead? Because I'm stupid. I forget how this goes every time.
It's still really good. It's got that wasabi kick that you're looking for. Clean. It stings your nostrils. The thing about it is it definitely it packs that initial punch, but then it kind of dies off.
So, because your taste buds are dying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, we probably
that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Probably bad. It has its moments, but yeah, if we're just looking at it, I would give this. It's not as good as I remember, and I haven't had it in a while. I think when we first had it, it was that new. So yeah,
I want to be on that.
Going back to it, it still smells good. It tastes great, but it's just not. It doesn't give you that lasting flavor I'm looking for. I would still give it a 3. I think the sriracha peas now they have much more depth of flavor. And I know you're not supposed to compare it, but that's like the one snack that you could compare it to. So yeah, I would give it a 3.
I think that's more than fair. And you know what, nothing that I got out of this quick taste was bad in any way. It's just exactly what we expected it to be. What I expected it to be. The heat that you get from the wasabi that you dab onto your sushi, and a little bit of crunch, and all good things. But it's just given our general experience with wasabi pea, like it can only be average. So I think you're spot on. 3's the way to go. And that's right down the middle. Not a 2 the way that Ice would characterize as being down the middle. But
right, you can't do
no, bad at math. Good at Apple Watches, but bad at math. Also, I have an Apple Watch now.
No. Apple what? Apple tags.
Tags,
right?
I should have kept this under wraps so that we can talk about my watch and his tags, and it's a whole thing. So 3 is the way. This is the way, and we'll just put that chapter to bed, and hope Ice doesn't bring it back up when he gets back on the show. I don't know what we say, like next week,
Perfect.
month's time. What do you think?
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He should be back next week.
You think his fragile immune system will allow him to recover in 7 days?
Yes.
Well, look at you. We need an optimist on the show.
It will be a week and a half. It won't be 7 days, because he got the shot from what it sounds like over the weekend. So yeah, it'll be like a week and a half.
All right.
11 days probably.
Look, we're really, like, it's like me saying we're starting at 9:20. We're really putting the goalpost way back so he can, like, hopefully squirt that thing right over the crossbar. But I will.
I hope so.
I'll let the optimism win the day. I remember the thing that I was gonna say. I was gonna do a whole bit where hey, we're down a man, but we're not really down a man, because we have somebody in his place that will actually impart as much input as he usually does. Do you see the Iceman on the screen? Yeah. He's been killing it so far. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's been bringing the heat the entire time. Just like kind of blue ice, or what's the blue steel?
Excellent.
Blue steel. That the entire time.
Blue steel in it. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's contributing member to the show. I would say a pivotal member of today's show.
I'm sure his math skills are way better than our Iceman's. So.
Or they're way gooder.
Way more gooder. Okay. Do you think this popcorn peanut caramelly snack is going to be way more gooder than the last thing we had.
We'll see. I gotta open it.
Oh, you haven't opened it yet. Okay. It has the look of like a Rice Krispie treat, like a miniaturized deal, but it's puffed rice. As with most Korean snacks, everything's puffed, everything's air puffed. But they have a nice little jewel of peanut on. It seems to be every single little puff in here. So seems like a rather intricate and rather delicate snack, if I'm being honest. You got the bag open? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, I lied already. I found one that does not have a peanut in it.
Called Peanut Crunch.
Did you find like English writing somewhere on the thing, or are you just reading it with your?
Yeah, it's on the back. The nutrition information.
Oh,
nutrition
okay.
Fact.
Look at you, resourceful as ever. I thought your Korean skills with your life partner have gotten way more diesel than I remember them being.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I know words. I couldn't tell you what words are written in Korean.
Badger Kicker saying reminds him of the days we used to walk by buildings made of sedimentary rocks. Those some weird ass buildings.
What?
I don't know. You tell me, man. You tell me. Well, you went first last time, so I'll just go ahead and fire off. I probably shouldn't talk with a mouthful of Oh, there you go. Never mind.
Okay, got it. Well, I mean, there's a hill, right? There's a hill.
Bro, I don't know how many drugs Badger Kicker has done in his lifetime. I don't even think I've done that many. I just have a really shitty memory, so I apologize, sir. But I got a long memory when it comes to these because I just tried them 2 seconds ago. These are actually pretty good. I said pretty good. These are pretty good. Definitely get the peanut element in it, even if it's not obvious in the actual snack itself. Like some have the peanut, some don't, but they have the flavor all throughout. It's not overbearingly sweet. I won't say it's terribly snackable. It's not something I would feel compelled to wolf down in a sitting after downing a whole mess of soju. But on its merits, it's pretty good. It doesn't. Very few things hold a candle to the churro turtle snack, and this one doesn't really apply here either. But it's good on its own. I think it kind of falls in line with kind of a middle of the road snack. So I'd say it's a 3 at best. It's not to say bad, very much middle of the road. But if you're looking for something that is peanutty, maybe a hint of caramelly sweet, I don't know. There's no marshmallow element to kind of give it that whole Rice Krispie deal that it might have the appearance of having. But either way, it's got enough sweetness to satiate you if you're looking for something that's along that razor's edge between salty and sweet. So I'll say 3.
3. Okay.
Thank you for writing the scores down, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. There's only 2 of us, so
it's tight ship, boy.
It's got a great smell to it. The texture of it reminds me of a Rice Krispies treat. Like
I smell more peanut than anything, though.
Right. The texture of it definitely reminds me of a Rice Krispie treat. Not the sweetness, but just the cake itself. Yeah, it's subtle. If you have a peanut allergy, please steer clear because it's definitely a peanut snack.
That's still a
peanuts. Thing. Yes. I would actually give it. I think.
Don't belabor the point. Don't be so dramatic.
Yeah, it's probably like a 3.5. I liked it. I liked it a little bit better than the wasabi peas. I can sit here and just kind of, dump them out in a big bowl and kind of just grab them, drinking some beer. You don't want to drink soju, eating this kind of stuff. Drink beer. It's still. I like peanuts, like lightly salted peanut. I like a lot of different types of peanuts.
Tell us more about your preference in nuts, please.
Lightly salted would be anything roasted.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger. I was forced to eat steamed peanuts. I hated it. But yeah, anything like a salty snack. It's salty. It's a little sweet. I like it a lot. It's better than the wasabi peas. 3.5.
Wow, look at you. I'm pretty sure where Ice within our midst or in your midst, he would jump across the table and blind you with a handful of sriracha peas while he beats you mercilessly for besmirching the good name of wasabi peas. But
Yeah, he would probably give this a two or something, and just be
as his
like, yeah,
favorite
smack on
snack,
the middle,
this is the
two.
best snack ever. Two. Uh, just fucking confounding. So does that? I can't imagine. It doesn't sound like that's gonna weigh very heavy on the overall rankings. I think of the entire experience, we gotta say the churro snack that still wins the day. Again, thank you, Kunja, for blessing us for the full compliment. But yeah, I got a favorite for sure. I feel like I will be hunting down the churro snack with a real keen eye the next time I'm out at the shop for sure.
They're very good.
Very
They're
good. Okay, have we gotten all the tasty deliciousness out of the way? Can we just start nerding out for the
yes.
next 30 plus minutes or so? Do we need a refill?
Sure.
Because for Cinco de Mayo, we cannot we cannot say unlubricated or dehydrated, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. Are we good so far?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Fantastic. Well, I think we gave everybody like a nice like wide berth when it comes to Marvel and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
How many? We going on like 17 weeks since the finale came up, or is my math off?
I thought it was 2 weeks ago.
That sounds about right. Yeah. So we didn't get to it last week, but it's perfectly well timed for us to kind of jump into it here because we got more Marvel shit to get into. Sorry, Phil. This is probably your stop. So we'll see you next
It's
week.
like this up here. I'm already.
Phil's already gone. So Falcon and Winter Soldier. First question: did you find time in your busy schedule to watch the entirety of the series, or were you, I don't know, chasing down the latest web outage from AWS?
I watched the whole series.
Okay.
I kept up with it. I even watched the finale. Not that Friday night. It was that weekend though. But I managed to avoid all the spoilers.
Okay. So you obviously weren't following me on Twitter.
No.
I kid. That's not the person I am. I'll start here. 6-episode run, and the length of the series is something we can kind of bat around for quite a bit of time. But everyone made a whole acre of shit about WandaVision only being like 30 minutes an episode, but they went nine deep, like 9 episodes deep. This one was only 6 episodes, but they was it 48, 49 minutes runtime for each episode, and then but a lot of it was character building and development. Like, did that rub you the wrong way at all, or am I just being a horse's ass?
Horse's ass.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't take umbrage with it. I just think it was different because you didn't get to explore. They didn't explore these, especially the Winter Soldier, this character during the movies. He was just this badass guy, right? He was introduced in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So like there wasn't a lot of depth to it. So this is after Endgame. This is after everyone's come back. So it was definitely I welcomed it. I liked it. You get to see more emotion from Sebastian Stan, and then
The beautiful
Anthony
Sebastian
Mackie.
Stan.
Right, and you get to see his backstory for him, his family, his roots, and what he has to struggle through. And there was definitely a tone towards the middle and end there, like a racial like arc, or sort of like I can't say what I'm trying to. There was
Social
like a
justice
story,
kind of arc to
an
it.
arc, yeah. Part of the story arc to it. So that was cool. I really it definitely hit a serious tone, but
I didn't see that coming, by the way.
I didn't either. So I mean, I thought it was really good. It kind of did rub. I did see a review of it by of the final episode, like the series finale, by one of these big companies, and they pretty much panned it.
Wow.
But still like was very positive about it in subsequent posts. And so I jumped in the comments just to see what people were saying. People were like, then if you're like glowing about the performance, then why did you pan it? And you said you gave it a 5, but like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's where critics
I
are,
mean, I
are just
enjoyed it.
not being honest with
Yeah,
themselves. I mean, and we hear it a lot as far as like the biases that critics have when it comes to reviews of media properties where they don't take the proper context or what have you. But like that can't be more obvious than it is in that situation where they give it the high marks and they beat the hell out of it every step of the way leading up to that. So that it seems a little disingenuous to me.
definitely. But it, I think one of the critiques of the finale was that it was rushed. I could see that because they were just trying to button everything up, just because it is the finale. But I also kind of liken it to the whole series as a very, obviously a very long, drawn out movie. So you see the character building, and then the climax of the whole series, and then everything afterward that kind of sums everything up. So I'm that's how I looked at the whole at these long series. So because they're only they're a finite number. There's not going to be a next season unless they come out with another one, which they haven't announced yet. So, but they did announce a new. If no one knows, spoiler alert,
Hit him.
the Falcon is now the new Captain
Look at
America. So
that.
they are going to come out with a new Captain America 4. So
New movie,
yeah,
new
it's
Captain
exciting.
America movie with Anthony
Yes,
Mackie's Sam Wilson as the focus, as the titular Captain America.
Captain America.
I've been waiting to say titular on
Now,
the show for so long. Sorry, go ahead.
no, so we didn't. I don't know if we talked about any
Go full nerd, man. I don't care.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, I don't. I think we just would. What did you think of Wyatt Russell as Captain
I mean,
America,
U.S. agent.
U.S. agent towards the end? What did you think of his portrayal of what's the guy's name? John Russell. Russell.
Sure, whatever. Uh,
Whatever.
it doesn't matter at this point. Well, I guess he's going to be around for other series. So it probably will matter at some point. But I here's my theory when it comes to the guys playing bad guys anywhere you watch, like you watch movies, watch TV shows, you watch professional wrestling like I do. Like if you have somebody on TV who's supposed to be somebody you hate and then you actually fucking hate him, he's doing an incredible job. Like he's actually doing
Right.
his job to a T.
Hmm.
So in that sense, like he's got that smarmy kind of look about him. So I think in that sense he was perfectly cast, and his execution of the character, the progression from like blonde hair, blue eyed, dreamboat, like stars and stripes, the guy that you want to fall in line behind, to complete and total psychopath. Like that was well played. Again, it might have been a little sudden for a lot of people, but I definitely think there was some nuance displayed on his part in how the character started and how he wound up. So I dug his portrayal, and I'm interested to see where the hell this goes because I'm not completely read in on where U.S. Agent comes in and his influence and what he actually does along the way, but I imagine it's going to have an impact on some larger stories because they didn't donk him off, and they probably had every opportunity to do so throughout the series. But yeah, it seems like that's going to be something to keep an eye on moving forward, and probably have something to do with Captain America 4, more likely than not.
Oh yeah, I mean that character is intertwined. U.S. agents intertwined with the Captain America character, so it definitely makes sense. There were a lot of.
Hey, rest in peace,
What
Lamar.
did
By
you
the
think?
way,
Yeah.
I don't remember that dude's
What?
like superhero name. He threw it out there like in like quick fast, like thinking he was like the shit, and then like the name just like blew away like a fart in the wind, just completely gone. Like, do you remember? I'm guessing that's a hard no.
I
Oh
Battlestar.
god, Galactica. Like,
Battlestar.
we'll call him Galactica moving forward. How about that?
Sure. Battlestar. That's
There we go. Fantastic. So, did you like the U.S. agent guy throughout the show, or were you just generally irritated with the notion that he was going to be Captain America, albeit for like 3 or 4 weeks, and enjoying the rest of the internet mob and tearing him a new one?
I thought he was great. I thought Wyatt Russell is
Son of
John
Kurt
Walker.
Russell
Right.
and Goldie Hawn.
The 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 new Captain America was great. I mean, he played it to a T, and he was a psychopath. He took the super soldier serum and became a new super soldier, which was alluded to, but you didn't see him take it. So But obviously
You're saying he just
after,
got really strong in the span of 5 minutes and his dick got real big, like just it happened overnight?
right, like like he didn't like his body didn't get ripped or anything. But yeah, it's yeah, I liked his character. I liked his portrayal of John Walker, U.S. agent. There's a lot of twists and what else was
Hey, while
any
you're
other performances that stick out to you?
I dug well, not necessarily specific performances. I'll say the if, while we're just kind of hovering around the subject, the Carly Morgenthaler chick, the flag smasher leader, irritating as all hell. So she probably did a great job. I just know the misses
Yes.
and the little one here in the house were just annoyed as all get out by the time the show was over, and glad to see her face her comeuppance. Uh, I'll say the action sequences throughout the show, like from the beginning sequence of the show to the goddamn end, like everything was tight, like just beautiful every step of the way. So in that regard, they really lived up to the Marvel pedigree as far as having everything like just like perfectly plotted out and just being beautifully executed. So and your boy Batroc came back like a goddamn freight train. Look at that. He didn't get to do like his flip kick or anything, but he showed up. So I mean that's got to count for something. I'm sure he beat off a
Was
few rounds.
amazing. Was amazing. Yeah, yeah, that really sucked me into the
Oh, I'm sure
show,
you were
the
sucking.
series. Yeah, pretty hard
Yeah.
there. He was in like the first 5-10 minutes. So the first 5 to 10 minutes of the series, I think, it really brought you back to an action sequence of a Marvel series, a Marvel production. But then it, like we talked about, it dived into more character development and then ramped up again. So, Batroc,
Batroc
GSP,
the Leaper.
or play, yes, played by GSP, made a few, was a recurring character. Um, the Sharon Carter, Emily Van Camp's character.
Not sure I feel about her arc,
Just
but
I
it
don't
was
know.
interesting.
It was a very interesting take on it. There were rumors early in the series that she was the power broker, which is like the
Don't you hate the
controlling.
internet after a while? Like when they just start throwing
Like,
shit out there and just seeing what sticks against the wall, like all like one
and
thing
it's stuff.
happens and like, oh my god, we're right, we got to keep down this path. Like give it a rest. Just let me enjoy this, you assholes.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So it was revealed that she was a power broker, the crime boss of Madripoor, the make believe fantasy island in Marvel,
With no
in the
Asian
Marvel
people
universe.
whatsoever, even though it's in Asia, but it's totally fine. We're not here to make a big stink about that yet.
No, 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 no. No, the one stink I am,
Oh goddamn!
the word
This is my bit,
wanted
by
to
the way,
see.
being the real dickhead who's digging his heels in. But by all means, you
Well,
want to steal the bit, go for it.
well, Madripoor is actually was is based in the X-Men like storylines, right? It's where a lot of the mutants have gone to get away from society. So so now it's been brought into the MCU. So now this is a little hint. Let's get going. But there were no mention of mutants. Maybe it's just they're taking their sweet ass time, which I'm
You want them to
not
go
happy
like
about.
raw dog, like no lube, just right down in, like, oh, by the way, here's some
Right?
mutants.
Yeah. Well, why is that guy's hand flaming? And what's wrong with that guy's face? Let's do
Are you talking about
that.
the X Men? You're not talking about me. Okay, I got you. I understand. You know, I don't really know what Madripoor is. I know it's steep in X Men lore, and that's where it lives and dies for me. So the longer they take with it, the better, because they got way more shit to kind of get through before they get to that. They've done enough
Yeah,
teasing and kind of like just drawing out the threads a little bit. So I think the groundwork is laid, but they don't necessarily need to go all the way in just yet, because there's a ton more people that are, I feel like, that are kind of in my boat, the Phils of the world, if you will, that don't really have the full context that you do and are ready to see the Claws and Mr. Sinisters and the whole bit get played out. And by the way,
oh, that, that'd be great,
wouldn't that be great?
Mr.
But,
Sinister. Oh my
by the way,
god.
I fucked around and watched the New Mutants this past weekend.
How is it?
Uh,
Haven't you seen it before?
Never, not once. I think I made a big stink on this show at one point, talking about, oh, we're gonna get back to theaters at some point. We're gonna go to Alamo Draft House, and I'm gonna watch the New Mutants. And I just saw every like
Yeah.
steaming pile of review come out for that movie. It's like, all right, I think I can wait another 6 months. So yeah, that was a good decision on my part, just letting that thing kind of sit. It lives on HBO Max right now if anybody's interested in seeing how awful it really is. But it's out there, and it's loving every minute of it. I did not love every minute of it either way. But all that is to say, I bring up Mr. Sinister. There are threads of his whole story arc in New Mutants as well, so take it for what it's worth. I don't think that's not a sell, by the way. That's not me trying to tell you like to go check this out. I'm just saying that there's elements of his story in that arc, so take that for what it's worth. We should button up this part of the conversation. I'll say this. This part kind of fucked with me a little bit after the end of the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. I felt like it's being judged so harshly right now. Wow, look at Kunja coming in, swinging in on a chandelier, saving or caping for the New Mutants. Look, Kunja, I didn't hate it, but it was not a triumph by any stretch of the imagination. It's got heavy-handed elements, like lesbian love stories. That I should be more excited about that.
Oh damn!
The protagonist is annoying as hell. I don't know. It's just kind of all over the place. But back to Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'll say that I feel like it's being judged very harshly right now because of how great WandaVision was. And Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first one out of the chute when it comes to these Disney shows or Marvel shows on Disney+. And if they got the run-up, if they got the lead off, and WandaVision follows in the time frame that it was supposed to occur when all these releases were supposed to take place, would have made so much more sense, and that would have been like a zenith going into Doctor Strange in the multiverse, and we would have looked back at this show kind of fondly and saying, hey, it wasn't that great after the fact, but in the moment, if we saw this first, I kind of feel like this would have been a goddamn triumph.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. So in that space, then that line of thinking, then Loki will be awesome because it'll be on the heels of the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you're only naturally going to compare it to the last thing that we saw Marvel-wise. Sure. So yeah. So we'll see Loki coming out. So that kind of segues
quite nicely
into Marvel releasing their Phase 4.
Well, real quick, did you see that they bumped up the date for Loki? 2 days, whole last days.
9.
Yeah, so it was supposed to drop on. So they've been on this whole Friday kick with all the shows like The Mandalorian and WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, but now they're going to Wednesday. So I don't know if that was something they saw in metrics that would kind of necessitated the move, but yeah, it'll be kind of a different viewing experience moving forward. But I'm good with it being available a little bit sooner. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's great. Why not? And I'll be on a Wednesday cadence. So,
shit, it's going to be the same day that we do the show. God damn it.
We'll be
all right.
Sort of.
We'll deal with that as it comes. But yeah, you talk about the Phase 4 drop all over our faces, neck, and chests. What did you think? First off, was there any run up to this at all, or did it just kind of like drop on Twitter and then we were just forced to pick up the pieces?
Yeah, it just got dropped all of a sudden. They say, hey, Marvel just released a trailer with their new lineup, or announcing their Phase 4. So yeah, so you get dates now for all the new theatrical releases and everything MCU based. So, well, not everything. I think
most everything.
Yeah, most everything. Like the big
stuff we knew about.
Black Widow. Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Shang-Chi.
Is that the pronunciation now? Are we going Shang and not Shang?
Shang-Chi.
Look at you.
Sure. I don't know.
So it was like a 4-minute deal, and I number one, wish Ice was here, just because he's the one who threw it in our faces and said, "Oh my God, it's here!" And it's like a Thursday morning, and I'm just barely picking up the pieces to my life from the previous evening, and
yeah,
just like so many, like a callback, and I think like the way that it was presented, it just felt like, oh, welcome back, everyone's getting vaccinated, come give Captain America a big fat hug as you walk back into the theater. It felt like it was just kind of like a pat on the back and, you know, setting us off for this journey when the movies do come back. But then they start dropping haymakers like, oh yeah, by the way, remember how you felt seeing Endgamer 2 years ago? Bang! We're gonna do it all over again with freaking Angelina Jolie and a damn sword when they showed the Eternals teaser. Yeah. Like, well, we'll start there. Like, I still don't know what the hell to expect out of this damn movie, but I see her beautiful ass there. I see I was gonna make a Game of Thrones reference because there's like 3 of those guys in the Eternals movie. But you have no earthly idea what I'm talking about. But they're all there. There's evidently a cameraman there that's accidentally walking around in the background. But either way, it looks kind of cool. And I'm sure Ice jizzed 3 times seeing Kumail Nanjiani in a backpack and a T-shirt.
Oh,
what did you think just seeing like the small snippets that were dropped there?
Oh, it looks good. Looks cool. I have, like you, I don't know much about the Eternals. I haven't done a deep dive into their backstory and their
Do
story.
they come from Madripoor?
I think so.
I have to ask.
Maybe, I don't know. No, I don't think so. If they're eternal, maybe they're just like eternal. I have no idea. But yeah, they were heavy hitters there. You got Angelina Jolie, you got Salma Hayek, even Gemma Chan, Genma.
What a rube, Gemma,
whatever. Yeah, she's in it. I heard her character is very integral to Phase 4 and MCU moving forward.
Yeah, Phony Tony. We're all kind of in the same spot right now. We're drinking tequila and we have no earthly idea what the hell is going on with this Eternals movie. I just know there's like 9 famous actors and actresses I'm really attracted to. So yeah, there was Angelina Jolie with a sword. Like just things we can all really kind of rally around and get behind as we get back into the theaters. But yeah, we're on the same point. We have no file on where this is going to go. I feel like it's just more and more like setting the tone or laying the groundwork for something crazy from this point forward, and they have to go really weird in order to kind of like bring it back into focus. Like, hey, like this is all possible because there's some crazy shit that happened eons ago. But I don't think they didn't do a lot to kind of like clear up any confusion or mystery around the movies, but fact of the matter is I think they don't really have to at this point. There's a interest in any Marvel thing that's going to come out. Like Shang-Chi is going to do $1 billion, like for sure, because we haven't seen a goddamn movie in the theater in God knows how long. So like it's all there for the taking.
I hope so. And I hope we haven't bored our listeners.
I think Phil has committed Harry Carey. I think Kunja has found the rest of her soju stash, and she's downing it as we speak. But I promise we'll end this real quick. The title reveals. How'd you feel about seeing the Black Panther 2 title reveal? Wakanda Forever.
It's great. Hopefully, I hear the story is very respectful of Chadwick Boseman and T'Challa.
The legacy.
So we'll see. It's gonna be like just a tearjerker.
It's that part of it's gonna suck. Look, like me, I love a good cry, whether in public or in the privacy of my own home in front of my dogs and family, and they judge me copiously. But that's going to be a hard one to walk off. I'm sure Marvel will get us to where we need to go to kind of enjoy the story for what it is, but that's going to be a tough one to absorb for sure. Yeah. What about the Marvels? Not Captain Marvel to the Marvels. How did that?
I
oh shit! You haven't seen Captain Marvel? Jesus Christ! Never mind.
I have no idea what the first Captain Marvel. I know that it's integral into obviously the Phase 3. Okay, we'll see. I guess I should probably just watch Captain.
You know what? I'm not a fan of the film. I've made no secret of that to this point. But just kind of complete the file and just kind of understand where some of the vitriol may come from this end of the table, just take a gander. Tony, you are mensch. I can't believe you're back on the Boobles train, but God bless you. I got a little bit of Terramana left, so I might have to jump on that train before I get onto the Boobles train. There, now we're ready to go. Okay. Is that all the Marvel news? Have we completely alienated Phil and the entire listening audience yet?
Yeah.
Have we covered all bases?
I think so.
Can you say a one-time what's up to our friends at GoDaddy?
Yes, GoDaddy is the world's largest and most trusted domain registrar that empowers people like you with creative ideas to succeed online. Buying a domain name is easy, and with GoDaddy's domain search tool and domain name generator tools, you can find the perfect website address for your business. But GoDaddy offers more than just a platform to build your website. GoDaddy offers everything you need to create an effective, memorable online presence. And if you already have one or more of your products, transferring your domain, website, or hosting to GoDaddy lets you consolidate your web presence with one provider so it's easier to manage. For our listeners, visit our page at badslant.com/support and click on the GoDaddy banner today to find your perfect.com starting at just $4.99. Get going with GoDaddy.
Very cool. I was gonna respond to Tony in the chat, but apparently I'm ruining the stream by doing so. Just remember, Boodles is the official gin of the Badslant podcast. I just want to make sure that's perfectly clear from this point forward. Okay, we got I feel like we can go as long as we want, but in the normal respectable sense of the show, we got about 5 minutes left. Do we talk NBA hoopsies a little bit? I don't know how. I don't know first off, what's the gambling account looking like? How swole is it right now?
It's pretty good.
Any efforts to restore your crown? Not restore. I guess maintain your crown as the parlay king.
I tried. There was I would say last week I went for a few days just trying to hit, and I literally went 0-9 over 2 days. I was like,
sounds fantastic.
I can show you the picture. It's insane. Like, I just lost every bet, and then I said, you know what? I need to take a break. I need to just stop. And so I just started making these, the boost bets. Can't remember which boost bet there was.
The one we hit on together, you son of a bitch.
No, I remember that. It was one before that. I mean, I could look it up, but there was another boost bet that I saw. I think it was with the Wizards. It was Russell Westbrook getting a triple double, and then them winning against Cleveland.
Oh, so triple double and the win.
Yes, and
God
that
damn,
was a hard
that's next level shit.
Yeah, so I hit on that one because Cleveland was just terrible,
dreadful, and worst team ever.
And Russell Wilson. Right, Russell Wilson's on this just war
yes,
path.
Russell Wilson on the war path.
Yeah, he's just trying to just beat. Is it Will? Who's he trying to beat?
Oscar Robertson. Who knows?
Robertson. That's the Pearl. There it is. Yeah. So not Pearl. That's Earl, the Pearl in the middle. Yeah, just the Big O. It's
Oscar Robertson. Yes, the Big O.
Yeah.
God damn, we're off on a tangent. Yeah. Continue. God damn it.
So yeah, I hit on that. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the Wizards are streaky, so that's why I figured they were a good bet. So this past Monday, or was it Sunday? Sunday. Right?
What the group bet?
Yeah, the group bet. It was Monday.
I'll take your word for it. Drinking a lot of Terramana right now, but go for it. Yeah.
Right. It's because that's when Ice informed us that he was reeling from the second Moderna shot. So yeah, we got a group bet that.
Oh, that's right. That's where we had the first inkling. So I guess it's not a no call, no show. He did give us like a hint the night before, Monday night, but still, he really he lit the fuse on that bitch that night and just let that sucker burn just nonstop.
It's like that Mission Impossible.
Yeah, that's the one. He has a penchant for the dramatic. I think we can all agree on that. Not like our current Iceman, but that our regular Iceman is a little weird, but yeah, I'm sorry.
That Iceman is better. No, we hit the group bet, triple double. That Russell Westbrook.
That was them just trying to give money to us, right?
Yeah, who were they playing?
They were playing the
that?
Indianapolis Pacers is what they were the team they were facing off against, and I guess they're in. I want to say Indiana's like the number 9 seed in the East right now, and they're neck and neck. And then Russell Westbrook recorded a triple double before he could bat an eyelash, and they made us a few shekels and put him to the woodshed as they say.
Yeah, I think they won by like 30. They crushed.
No,
it
it was like 12. No,
Was
they
it
were
really?
they were running roughshod
Oh.
over those dickheads for the vast majority of the game, and then when you score 150 points, you have a tendency to let the foot off the gas, and they did that to a degree, but it didn't really feel like it was going to be in doubt. But they were letting the Pacers just like drop like threes from the corner like nonstop. But yeah, either way, it was definitely it felt like it was just going to be like a pretty even or a pretty sure bet. And just while we're handing out accolades, I was the one who pointed out that the bet was out there for the taking. Unless you
Yeah,
already had your money in before I even said anything.
Right. I just made the bet. In full disclosure, I saw the bet, and I posted it. I said I max bet,
Sure.
and then I noticed that you had already posted saying, "Hey, this is out there." And I said, "Oh shit!" So yeah, it wasn't like a full bet like we had agreed. I just put my money down. I was like, just max bet.
It's like a
this thing.
reflex action. Like you see Kim Basinger walking in a laundromat, and your hips just thrust immediately. Just like it's an immediate reaction. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Well,
Yeah, just like that.
I'll say this. I had a little bit of a rough Sunday. So I've been trying to reclaim the throne. It's been an ongoing process. I think I've these have not been significant bets that I've taken to try to reclaim the crown, but I think I've gone something akin to your 0 for 9 streak over the course of like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and it's just been a goddamn bloodbath. It's not good. Yeah, something about our mojo is not really working well right now. But either way, I didn't want to just throw in the towel right away, and I saw an opportunity and I jumped all over it. Well, Sunday night I saw Joel Embiid had a nice little boost bet. It was like a 3.5 to 1 payoff, where if you scored 30 and beat the Blazers or somebody, like it would have been a big fat winner. So I was in a drunken stupor. I had had a few drinks at a winery in a safe setting. Let me just say, outside, and I felt a little rumbly in the tumbly, and felt this is where I get right. So I took that feeling in my stomach and I put the money on the barrelhead, and that was the start of the proceedings for the next 2 or 3 days. So that's why I had a keen eye to that Westbrook bet. I felt like that was going to be the one. Did not hit any 5-way parlays. Did not even sniff the opportunity to reclaim the title. But yeah, either way, good hit on our parts. I was tempted to throw it out there in our Discord, but things were happening so goddamn fast that there was really no chance to kind of like let that out there into the ether and get other folks on board. But we'll do better about that. I'm just either way, I'm glad to be back in the win column for sure. But as you type away.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm glad that those last 2 boost bets that they had. Yeah, I remember one night I hit like just an 0 for 7 parlay. I just hit nothing. I was if there was a parlay where you hit like 0, like I hit it all. I was like, I can't believe I lost every
Couldn't
bet.
hit it with a
Then
boat
the
paddle.
Right, and then the 2 subsequent bets. What I was also doing was those first bucket bets, and I just didn't bet anything else, and I missed those. Those are hard, but
Yeah, we
those-
need to I think we see the potential payoff on those, but it is a sucker's bet, the likes of which we haven't seen
Yeah.
since playing roulette with the Iceman in a casino.
Yeah, he sucks at that.
Dude, do you remember like going around a casino with him, and then like every time there's that big ass spinning wheel, and it's got like you put $1 on the thing. Like I don't think the game has a name. It's just a big ass spinning wheel, and you just throw your money away into a wood chipper. Like, and he does it every single time.
It's a terrible
God.
game. It's like one of the worst odds.
It's almost it's
for
worse
those-
than roulette, and there are a few things in life in terms of odds that are worse than roulette, but that game is it.
Yeah, the house edge on that game, I
Just
can't
fucking
imagine.
insane.
It's probably like close to like 50%. Um, yeah, I don't know why he plays that game. He plays it every time. The money wheel. There you go. Good
I
call.
don't.
Money.
It's just two verbs. They just thrown together. Money wheel done.
It's no, it's two nouns. You
Sorry,
asshole. It's
I'm drunk. Two now.
you just spin it. That's all you do. And then there's
He's dumb.
I've
I'm
never
dumb. We're
played.
all dumb. But he's dumb with money.
I've never played that game ever. Yeah, he's dumb. That game
God
sucks.
bless. Can't believe. I really had faith in Tony, but god damn it, like never put faith in anybody. You know, after this shot, might have to go to casino. Just throw it out there, and I will deal with Ice and his terrible ass bets.
Please do not run in the casino.
Please do not run the casino. Okay. Are we? I think we're on time. We can do a little overtime. Just real quick. Just gonna run down the board real quick. So the Wizards are in the hunt for the playoffs. They'll be in the playoff, I imagine, if they don't shit the bed in the next 4 weeks.
It's a couple more weeks.
A little bit. Well, they're 3 up on the Raptors, so I think that's the last charge that they need to withstand. I have to say this: LeBron's a big fat bitch for this because he went from being the biggest proponent for that play-in game last year to being just kind of not even nonplussed by it, like actually clubbing it all together and saying whoever came up with the idea should be fired. Only because his team is in jeopardy of having to play in that play-in tournament. So did that immediately jump out to you, or was that just kind of me manifesting my hatred for LeBron?
They're going. Yeah, I saw that quote, and that it's just being hypocritical. I mean, it's not very. The situation's flipped now. His team, because he's been injured for the last 2 months. They're fighting for the playoff life. So, yeah, I mean it's definitely hypocritical. I mean, you were in favor of it earlier in the year, and then now because you're gonna be. There's a risk of you being in this.
He's lower to that level.
Yeah, that's fine. He's a good player. Like he's one of the best players ever.
Good. We can leave it at that.
He's entitled to his opinion, but this is kind of a flip flop, and they all do this. A lot of these superstars do this. So, am I surprised? I am a little surprised. I will say that. I didn't think he would come out this hard.
He's the most scrutinized athlete on the planet to a large degree, and the fact that he would come out and say something that he was like diametrically opposed to just like months ago, like it's so bizarre. Yeah. Like, and they can call him on it. They can point to video evidence and saying, "Oh, by the way, you said this," and just to kind of have those blinders on and not remember the things that you said in that time frame and how like vehemently you're coming out against it compared to how you were for it like 6 months ago or a year ago. Like it's fucking nonsense.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the shoe's on the other foot now, and he doesn't like it.
Still COVID season, Tony. Just saying. Like we have not had a sufficient break from COVID to say that it's totally different right now. But whatever. I'm not going to belabor the point. He takes an acre of shit wherever he goes, so it's not for me to kind of continue down that path. But I'll say he does look like a gigantic asshole. Okay, where else do we go? Did you see our first Asian-born representative for Jordan Brand?
What was that?
His name. I'd be lying if I say I had it top of mind, but he is a Filipino, a member of the PBA, the Philippine Basketball Association, and he's I guess he's MJ over there, but he's got like 385,000 followers on the Instagram, so kind of a big deal. Going both ways.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, look, like Jordan Brand's big everywhere, so I can't imagine it's going to do that much more to add an Asian superstar or player to the flock, the roster. But it's pretty damn cool, just given the fact that it's Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and everything that's happening for to Asian Americans here in America. It's kind of a neat thing to see either way.
Definitely, it's definitely a step in the right direction. But we're not there yet, but it's
You'd
cool.
break his ankles though, right?
Him?
I don't know, man.
No.
You are You were the MVP of the Moose League for us, so I imagine that you have the what is it, the skill set, as it were. Kiefer, thank you, Tony. You have the skill set to take Kiefer one-on-one and show him what's what when he steps on the floor. In this country, no ticky, no laundry,
I guess. I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
Give him my best shot.
Of course. Have you hit on anything Jordan Brand, anything at all this week or
no? No, just the some of the stuff we hit on last week is starting to arrive now. So, yeah. So just waiting for some other shipments to come in, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Tony's put it out there. You would crush him in a game of horse. So I mean, the die has been cast. I think we need to send the feelers out to Kiefer's people out in the Philippines, and see what's doing.
The
Philippines for sure. That kind of rounds out the evening for us. I think we went over sufficiently tonight, but I have to say, happy Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month to all our compatriots, our friends. It's. I won't say it's our month to shine. I think it's kind of a month for us to kind of bring attention to the things that we need to bring attention to. I hate to bring things down on a somber note to end the show, because we've just nerded out and drank tequila for about an hour plus. You want some more tequila? You good? Okay, fantastic. Throw it back. Yeah. Is that warm? God damn it! You are a maniac. But all that is to say,
it's alcohol.
Alcohol is alcohol. God damn it, if you ain't right. It's been a bad couple of weeks and months with like all the stuff in Asian American news, and
it's been a bad year, bro.
It's actually getting worse, if you can believe it. Hopefully, like just having the next, I don't know, like 3-4 weeks to kind of bring things into focus will, let us kind of get some shit off our chests, and let the rest of the world understand the plight that not specifically us, but people that look like us, our grandparents, our parents, like elders, siblings, like whoever, friends, like they're experiencing some shit right now, and we're just we're kind of left in awe to kind of see all these things play out and get. They're not being reported with the same like level of urgency that they were kind of initially, and it's kind of weird that we're seeing that ebb and flow. But hopefully we kind of have these next few weeks to kind of bring things back into focus, and God damn it, we need some folks to kind of rally to the cause a little bit, and hopefully this is the time to do it for sure.
I think there has been. Obviously nothing's gonna get better in the next day, the next week, maybe in the next year, right? So as things start to open up again, like as life becomes normal, we get back to some sense of normalcy, I think there'll be even more heightened awareness or even attacks against our communities. So you gotta be vigilant, like stay safe out there.
Great point.
Yeah, hopefully in the next couple weeks, you just bring some light to it. Enjoy the heritage and the history, good or bad, that Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders have experienced in this country. So it's definitely a time to learn, a time to listen, a time to teach. If you speak to friends who don't know what it means to be Asian American, so definitely a good time to learn.
Gotta take advantage of the opportunity.
Oh yeah.
By the way, it's Lunar New Year, not Chinese New Year. COVID-19, not the China virus. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day. Have I left anything out?
When is Mexican Independence Day?
All I know is it ain't Cinco de Mayo, so just want to make that perfectly clear as you down your frozen margs today. You're not celebrating Mexican independence. You're just getting drunk, just like we are. So that's that. Okay, I think we've done all the good that we can this evening, Jack. What say you?
Yeah, it's good. It's been fun.
Hard to say. Hard to believe that it has been as fun as it has been. But thanks to Tony and Gunja, and I think Phil cut himself off at the appropriate time. So I appreciate the self-awareness on his part, but it was a good time nonetheless. But thanks everybody for checking out the show. We will. I think there's a possibility we'll have a full complement of hosts next week. But I don't want to say anything that like I don't want to say anything outrageous like, hey, we're going to start on time. Like that would just be a bridge too far. But we'll see how things go in the next few days. And who knows? It could be the Iceman holding up the fort. You and the Iceman holding up the fort while I'm downed or felled by the Moderna shot. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Love you too,
we'll probably
Tony.
get updates. So we'll update the Badslant crew as well as our listeners. How you feel after your second shot?
Man,
Or no, you have to update us a day after you get it. You can't get it. You can't tell us the day after.
so you need
Unless
a
you start
running
feeling-
dialogue from like tomorrow, like 2:30 in the afternoon until 7 o'clock
No.
next Wednesday.
No, until you feel like, let's just say you don't feel good.
Look at that. The Moderna team going squad. I don't know. This is the
I think-
squad.
This is, I think Tony had his way back a couple months ago.
Well, shit, he's over here drinking subpar gin and just walking it off. Like, so he's built for this,
Boodles.
Look at him. We're built for this. All right. We should just go ahead and get the hell out of here. This has been a terrible end of the show. All right. On that note, thanks everybody for tuning into the show. Not a lot to write home about for this one, but I felt like we had fun. But whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we'll have any more snacks next week. But if you guys want to like throw us a few shekels, we might be compelled to purchase a few snacks or maybe a few drinks to try on the show for sure. But again, thank you, Kunja, for blessing us for the full spread. I will make short work of this before the night is over. You can bet good money that it's going down tonight. But on that note, damn it, I fucked up.
Uh-oh, we messed up.
Forgot to say hi to our friends at Mondo.
Yes, Mondo.
This is the
I don't
worst
have
show.
the Mondo. This is terrible.
It's awful.
Oh, Mondo works with major artists and studios. to
That's
forge
Mondo, not
beautiful-
Moderna. Mondo.
Beautifully designed licensed products that navigate pop culture. It started with posters and soundtrack LPs and has blossomed into the ever-expanding hydra of art-forward entertainment collectibles that we now call home. Hop on over to Mondo today by clicking on the Mondo banner at badslant.com/support. Browse the endless variety of entertainment collectibles while supporting the show.
Look at that Jam Day T-shirt being sported by one JJ purchase from Mondo. God damn it, it looks beautiful. Okay, now we can close the show. Thank you, Mondo. Thank you, Moderna. Thank you, Pfizer. Thank you, unnamed Korean brand snack. Thank you, Soju, and thank you, The Rock, for making this evening possible. I did not do the rock on the guac on the rock bit, but I should have. I definitely had some tacos today and over the weekend, and we should have exploited my fandom of The Rock in that regard. But we'll do better, perhaps next Cinco de Mayo for sure. We'll
year.
try. Maybe we'll have Ice with us next year. Who knows? The show will be here next year. I have no idea. I have no earthly clue. Okay, perhaps. Okay, well, again, thank you guys for checking out the show, and I think it is time for me to go to bed. Jack, take us home.
Up here.
Are we the Moderna Mafia?
Sounds like it. You guys all got Moderna shots.
Damn, man, I had no idea that we were rolling like this.
You guys are all simpatico.
Kunja did. I guess from the sounds of it, it sounds like Kunja was on the Moderna train as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. But I mean,
No, not at all.
are your windows ajar right now? Is that what's going on? Is that what's popping in the streets?
Yes.
Well, I don't think we said the words Moderna Mafia, but we could definitely leave it at the top of the heap as far as show titles.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, I think the artwork does itself on that one. Dude, Phil punched out so fucking hard. So did fucking Esco. Lloyd never chimed in at all. I think we're oh man, it's getting rough.
Yeah, I think he's punched out.
He's
punched out.
Although he said he was going to make efforts to catch up on last week's show, but that's neither here nor there. Could mean anything.
Yeah, Mexican Independence Day is September 16th.
Yes.
So history buffs out there.
Does Tony come off as a history buff? Is the real question.
I don't know. I'm not sure. He's a big sports fan, that's for sure.
Huge sports fan. My God.
Yeah.
I love that Phil is getting more. I'm sorry, not Phil. I love that Tony. I said Phil because he's phony Tony. I love that phony Tony is 100% on board and Liam is 100% gone. Like the balance of power has shifted in a way that I think that we can all get behind. He's got bigger fish to fry. Let's just say that it's not like it's not unwarranted.
More responsibilities now.
Yeah.
It happens, well, especially a new dad and the responsibilities shift.
Have you crossed paths with the beard tanner in any respect?
Yes. So we dropped off some dinner for them last week. So his wife and him have their birthdays are like days apart. So we just dropped off dinner for all three of them actually. We got something for Tony there as well.
Oh my God.
We asked him what he wanted, and he said he doesn't care. So we just got him something. I'm pretty sure he ate with them. So
I love that he's a part of the calculus, by the way.
Oh yeah, I say last week came by, dropped that off. So
hey Tony, you're way ahead of us. We haven't seen Jack in
such a liar.
In a month of Sundays. God damn it!
You saw me.
I came to see you, asshole. You didn't come here.
Wait, when was the last time I did see you?
When have you stepped inside somebody else's domicile?
I haven't gone inside someone else's home in a long time. No, we went to buy your house to drop off
There was a drive-by situation, yes.
Yeah, for your wife.
You were like O-Dog in Menace to Society. You like came through this blasted.
Yeah. So
I appreciate it. Even that was a while ago, though. Just saying.
Yeah, it was in March, right? So yeah, it's fine.
Goddamn, Iceman is killing it tonight. Can you believe it? Man, he's fucking crushing.
He's the best. He's MVP tonight. There's always an MVP.
I kind of feel like whether or not Thai Ice comes back, like the Iceman is going to be like a welcome presence no matter what. Whether we need to like minimize it so that he, like he doesn't steal everyone's thunder or the Iceman's or Thai Ice's thunder. We have to make the distinction: Thai Ice and Iceman, like they're two different entities.
Yeah, they're separate. They're not the same.
I just want to make sure that that's perfectly clear for you and Kunja and Tony.
So what are we calling this thing?
Your guess is as good as mine. I can listen for something, but I think Moderna Mafia might be the head of the table, or I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Like the leader in the clubhouse.
There you go. Moderna Mafia.
Moderna Mafia.
High iced tea, bro.
I'm gonna put like the Moderna logo on like Tony Gandolfini's is it Tony Gandolfini? Tony Soprano's face.
Is that even allowed? No, is that gonna be allowed?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, branded content.
Who's gonna sue?
Just who cares? Okay.
You're gonna send your audio over?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Fantastic. I think we killed Tony, by the way.
Mhm.
He like Thai Ice lives and breathes until he doesn't. So
Mm,
you know what? I'm getting kind of a Cracker Jack vibe out of these puff
yeah,
peanut
it's
snacks.
very light though. It's not like overpowering as is most American snacks.
I will say, this bottle of Terramana was not long for the world.
How do you?
How the fuck do you
So
drink that
each-
entire bottle like warm? What the fuck were you thinking?
I don't know. It's not bad.
It's not, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
way more pleasant without without the heat.
Yeah, it's I mean it's definitely better cold, but it's not bad. You know, it's not the worst thing I've like the
No, no,
worst
no, no, no.
tequila I've had. Yeah, it's not the worst tequila I've had, but you know, if it's good tequila, from what I read
Have you had really good tequila?
and I've seen, no, I've never had good tequila. I typically steer away from tequila, but this is really good.
Pretty solid.
So thank you, Kunja. Yeah, it's solid.
Hey Kunja, I might have undersold it a little bit on the show. I would eat a trash bag of this in the right setting. In the right setting is evidently drinking a bottle of Terramana. So
This piece of shit. He gave
I give it a
the
3.
snack a 3. He gave it a 3. And now he's like, I'll eat the whole bag.
well, you know, I could get up and make myself a taco, but these puff snacks are right in front of me. So I'm just saying, if it's a Korean street food snack, and I'm walking the streets of Seoul, and they have like a stand, I'm buying a garbage bag and eating the whole goddamn thing.
So
I gotta find a place to
Nice.
go, like after this whole thing blows over.
like out of town.
Well, let me see. We're actually going to be. See, I knew it. See, there you go. See, they sell them in trash bags. Look, like they have them in gigantic serving sizes, and like that's where my mind went to. God damn it!
Yeah, that makes sense. Trash bag though. I mean look, like I said, I love peanuts as a snack. Lightly salted. Any roasted peanut, especially if I have to shell it, shelled peanuts, I have to the best.
So I know my coworker Jimmy. He would beat you with a bag of wrenches if he heard that you said you hate like boiled peanuts.
I don't like boiled peanuts. Like I don't like it.
I mean,
Like it just like it.
is it just the fact that it's an acquired taste like that rubs you the wrong way? Like what is it?
No, I don't like the texture. Like,
Oh, it's a
just,
textural
like
thing.
and it strips away the peanut. But I think if you boil it, you're taking away the peanut oil. Like you're boiling away the flavor of it, right? When you roast it, you kind of just like bake that shit in. So
I think it's just a different texturally. I understand it, but I think from a flavor aspect, it's just imparting a completely different flavor when you roast it. I can't believe I lost the word roasted in my head.
There's there's like that smokiness, the saltiness. But yeah, like they're slimy. And thank you, Kunja. They're slimy. But I think the flavor is just taken away. Like if it's just a raw peanut, like if I shelled it, right, even if it wasn't roasted, still good. Like I would eat it. But yeah, I don't know. I that was pushed upon us as kids, and I hated it. I was like, I don't know, I'm not eating this. This is terrible.
Wait, so who pushed that onto you? Who pushed their slimy nuts
Mom.
onto you?
Mom.
Oh, so this was not the southern variety of boiled nuts. It was the Vietnamese version.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'm not eating this. This is garbage. Garbage.
I think there may be more like familial issues that are being ironed out than actual like issues with the flavor and taste and texture.
No. It's the peanuts.
I guess, man. Have you had hot nuts? I feel like I've shared that
Have
with you
what?
at one point. Okay, so
Hot what?
it's a shelled peanut, but it's not boiled. It's dry. It's probably roasted, but it's imparted with a spicy Cajun seasoning flavor. Is that a big fat no?
No, I never had it.
I'll share a link with you. So my local grocer has the regular the salted variety, like just your basic like shelled peanut, and that like there's a brand that offers that, but they also do a hot flavor. But it's very much the shelled variety, and it's pretty unique and distinctive. And I would have continued buying them until the end of time, until the fucking grocery store I bought them from closed.
Oof.
It's one of these boutique shops that try to compete with Whole Foods, and they did not pick their battles wisely. They just ate it so bad.
Is it at Maryfield?
Is it what?
Was it located at Maryfield?
No, it was actually where I live, here in downtown Fairfax.
Got it.
So the brand is Hampton Farms, and
Hampton Farms.
and they do like just a regular peanut, but then they also have Cajun hot nuts.
Cajun hot nuts.
And look, I just wanted to buy the thing for like on a larf, and just like take pictures and post it on the internet. And then I ate them, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking incredible!"
Simply the best peanuts.
It's just magical. And you know, if we could do like a hot nut tasting on the shit, that sounds weird. If we can share that with the world, I think it would be something that everyone would really get behind. I've been to Balducci's. I don't remember seeing hot nuts at Balducci's, but Boston Beans candy. Yeah, Kunja, I think I've had Boston Beans candy. Like, that's peanut based, is it not? Oh no, I knocked Jack off the stream because I have too many shortcuts on this thing, and every time I hit the space bar, it takes Jack off.
So am I not streaming? Can they not hear me?
No, they can hear you, but they couldn't see you.
Ah. Got it. I'm still here.
Still figuring out this whole streaming thing, guys. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah, those peanuts are good. Candy coated peanuts.
That's vile.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be obliged to share that with you if you're feeling froggy.
I don't know. Where do you get?
I think Amazon might be the path of least resistance.
This is the way.
This is the way. Did you watch The Bad Batch this week, by the way?
Did that come out this week?
On May the 4th.
Or May the
Duh.
4th? No, well, without any encouragement, my youngest one said, "Daddy, can I watch The Mandalorian?"
Again?
Of course you can. She's seen it. She's seen the first season, but toward the end of episode 6, she kind of trailed off and lost interest. So we're going through it again. We had started the first 3 episodes a few weeks back, and so we picked up right where we left off. So yeah, we watched more tonight. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So
You guys made Star Wars a wholesome experience.
yes,
And not
Yes,
something
yes,
that's
yes,
rooted
yes.
in fucking internet nerddom that we can just attack each other over.
Yeah, so yes, my youngest one and both children are enjoying it again. We saw episodes 5 and 6 tonight of The Mandalorian. Still very good. It's still hits, definitely hits.
It hit way better than... God, I'm choking on the peanut snack. I'm choking on these nuts. I'm sure it still hits better than Solo, the Star Wars story, Rogue One, for the most part,
At least for the most part.
and the entire secondary trilogy. Yes, or tertiary trilogy.
Well, the recent trilogy, yeah.
Can you fucking believe
yes,
I have to categorize it now? Like, there's the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and the follow-on trilogy or the tertiary trilogy. It's just fucking too much.
It's terrible. I'll look at the Bad Batch. I didn't know it came out, but yeah,
It's supposed to be the sequel or the follow-on to what was the last
Attack of the Clones.
No, not Attack of the Clones. The last animated series they did.
Oh, Rebels.
Okay, the good animated series they did.
Attack of the Clones.
I'll take your word for it. I have no earthly idea.
Because because all I know is the Bad Batch is they're a clone. So Attack of the Clones was the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
No. Wait, well, no. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Clone Wars. I think about Attack of the. Yeah, you're right. The Clone
Goddamn,
Wars.
we are so bad at this.
I'm terrible. I mean,
You
I
are
like
terrible.
the Clone Wars. I didn't finish that last season. The one that they added to Disney Plus when it came out. But her was like very heavy Ahsoka.
Lots of Ahsoka
centric.
Tano.
Yeah, in that season, the last season. So yeah, the Clone Wars. Like, I said,
Begun of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. I think the children have seen Attack of the Clones.
The movie?
No, they finished the original trilogy. I made them watch Phantom Menace. They couldn't sit through
You're
it.
an
and I blame
asshole.
them for
That's
it.
borderline child abuse. How dare you?
Yeah. And then they've seen parts of Attack of the Clones. And then the best part to introduce the Attack of the Clones is reading the 5-minute Star Wars stories from the 5-minute Star Wars story books for children. It's the best way. It's the only way.
That's so sad to listen to.
Yeah, because Attack of the Clones was terrible. It's awful. And we've seen parts of Revenge of the Sith. Like, yeah.
Do you not want your kids to like Star Wars? Is that what we're trying to get after?
They love the original trilogy. I will say that. I don't know why.
That is so
just-
weird.
it's-
I try my damnedest with my 18-year-old niece to get her to watch A New Hope. And it's just like an endless stream of, oh, this looks so old. It looks so dated. I can't believe it. And I have to explain to her, they actually made that. That's not CGI. That's a real thing. That's a real host coming out of the trash chute that's spying on them. Like, completely lost in her. But I think it's just a generational thing, or it's an age thing where if you don't have the context, you can kind of see it for what it is.
Yeah, so it's a good story.
It's just stories, man.
Yeah, it's just a good story. I think if she had seen it when she was younger, because my children are that way, they're like, oh, that's cool. Like, they don't care about the CGI.
Right.
Like, I've shown them Jurassic Park. I mean, that CGI still holds up.
Those are practical fucking effects. That's not CGI for the most part.
That's true. That's why it holds up.
It's not de-aging
Okay,
Mark
yeah.
Hamill to be Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. It's like fucking there.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
That's a 9-foot
It's good.
Tyrannosaurus head that's being like parked up against this fucking Mercury Pacer,
Yeah, I love Jurassic Park.
as they should. You're raising those kids right.
You know what we watched this past weekend? Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
How the fuck did you manage that?
I don't know.
I don't fucking understand.
It was on the Paramount channel or network or some shit. No, it was on FX or something. It was on network television, cable television.
Wait, I thought you
and
don't.
we were
I thought
watching
you
it.
were a cord cutter and you're not of the flock.
I have YouTube TV. That's basically cable.
Look at you, counterculture.
Yeah, so I got that. So we were watching it, and yeah, they loved it. They loved it.
Hey, Dad, that's a big
I'm
ass
hesitant-
rock. Oh, he's rolling on him. Oh god.
I'm hesitant to show them the rest of the series.
The indie trilogy. Well, I
Yeah.
say trilogy. It's grown since then, has it not?
It's 4 goddamn movies. Yeah, the
Crystal Skull.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I've never seen it. I've
Nor
never
should you.
seen it. Yeah. But yeah, the Last Crusade. Watched it with the, the fam. Really, the kids enjoyed it. I was happy.
Any awkward questions about what happened to this attractive River Phoenix guy?
No.
God.
There, it was some
soon?
things that were a little bit. Yes, too soon. There were some things that were a bit inappropriate, especially for children, but kind of glossed over it.
Was it when the chick drank
Stuff past
from the Grail and disintegrated?
Oh,
Is that?
she didn't do that. That was the guy.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
I'm really drunk right now.
Yeah, it was the guy, not her. She.
It's a lazy motherfucker. The guy, yo.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Yeah, it's still a really good movie.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I missed watching it. It's great. We watched it literally from end to end with commercial breaks. I had to like jump back and forth, which sucked.
You should raise your kids to tolerate commercials, because that will, if they can tolerate commercials, they can stand anything.
Yeah, I was flipping back and forth, but they were like, see, so yeah, they're not used to commercials because everything they watch it has no commercials. It's on the streaming or they watch a movie or something. So when a commercial comes on, they're like, "Can you fast forward?" I'm like, "No,
It's not how this works.
no." Yeah, I'm like, "This is playing. I can't change it." So they're better about it now. I mean, when a commercial comes up, they're actually glued to it because they don't see a lot of commercials, so they don't understand it, and then they're amazed by it.
So how enamored are they with Bad Bunny? Drinking on the beach, playa. No, it's playa, not playa.
No, we
Oh,
didn't see that commercial. Thank God. I haven't seen the commercial, so it sounds awful. But yeah, they didn't.
Dude, it's
either,
Bad
so
Bunny
they-
and Snoop Dogg on a beach trying to argue about the proper pronunciation of playa and playa. Goes on
Pass.
forever. It's fantastic. Greatest professional
Pass.
wrestlers of all time. Snoop Dogg and Bad Bunny.
Yeah, pass.
I'm only half joking, by the way.
No, you're not.
Dude, that Bad Bunny dude is a fucking... He's a force of nature. Can't put my finger on it.
Of course.
I'm telling you. He wrestled the best match at WrestleMania 37. Against
really?
The Miz of all people.
Yes.
Also a guy I've been completely wrong about for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Hold on. What am I doing?
What's up?
Oh, evidently. I used the Mac Mini tonight to actually record the thing, and it's going.
Oh no.
It actually did the job. It didn't shut down like your computer did tonight, but last week
Okay,
rather,
cool.
I should say.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Oh, it's playing your audio from last week is what it's doing.
Oh no.
Man, nobody wants to hear that.
Trash it.
We should forget
Terrible.
last week's episode ever happened, right? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I know Ice wants to.
Why?
Oh, like he went through the first few minutes trying to figure out like what the fuck was going on with your audio, and he's like, I can't fix this.
It was bad. Yeah, I felt bad. I was like, this is not gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's like, I went to sleep. I went to bed. I was like, this. Not good. I didn't even listen to last week's.
And why would
episode,
you?
so-
I'm pretty sure nobody else did. Nobody listened, nobody watched. It was like the perfect confluence of factors, but all good. You will live to fight another day, and that day is today.
We live to fight.
Another
Another
day. Okay, well, everyone has pretty much dropped dead on Twitch. I should probably shut shit down over there.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
just say goodnight, Commander Root, Kunja, Tony, Sad Girl, Streamers, Ario. Thanks for jumping on whenever the hell you jumped on. We got some work to do, but if you didn't listen to the show, check it out tomorrow on badslant.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. All right. I will conclude here and say if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.